Josh with Josh's Punk Rock Garden. I hope you're well. So I think it's time for us to discuss seed starting. I've already done a video on how to set up some grow lights, so if you don't have anything to put under the grow lights, those are kind of useless. And you're going to want some plants to put outside in a couple months, or sooner if you don't live where I live, where it's still we're still waiting for all the snow to melt. But so one way to do it, I have these Jiffy pellets. They're the little compressed pucks of peat moss that you add water to, and they fluff up, and you pull back this netting and you plant some seeds. And I got a few. So it's Rosa Bianca eggplant. I might get 3 plants out of here. This one doesn't have any true leaves yet. Oh, this one just barely does. And so you could do those. You could do Jiffy pots. Fill them with a potting mix. This is a peat-based mix. You have a coconut coir-based mix. You can use Jiffy strips. Gary at the Rusted Garden suggests these for starting peas, so I'm going to try that this year because I've never grown peas before. You could, you can make your own newspaper pots. This is a 3-inch by 3-inch pot or thereabouts. And if you saw my video on grow lights, you probably saw that I have a lot of peppers in these. I use these for potting things up, but you could start seeds in them too. Another great way is to just have a plant left over from last year. These were my favorite peppers last year, the Vitali pepper. Of everything I grew, I mean, look at all this leaf growth. And this is all since the winter, pretty much. I cut these back. I cut the root ball way down. I put them in plastic food containers. And, poke some holes in the bottom, put some potting mix in there. And this was just basically a stick with a couple little tiny leaves sticking off of it in October. And I just kept it alive over the winter. I dug up 3 of them. That's the only one that I didn't kill. But this is going to give me hopefully some earlier production. I even saw some buds on it the other day. There's some flowers under there, so I probably want to pick those off to get it to keep growing for right now. But I mean, this thing is already ready to start making some peppers. It'll be great once it's a big plant again. But if you don't have that, you're going to need to start some. So if you look behind me back here in this Aerogarden, and in, that's the Aerogarden Harvest, the older model. I think they call it the Harvest Classic now if you're looking to buy one. This is the Harvest LED. This one holds 31 peppers. This one holds, or other plants. This one has 15. But if you look, because I start 2 seeds at a time, and I got 2 plants germinated. Back here, I think I even must have, it doesn't, there we go. Must have dropped 3 seeds in this. I got 3 habaneros. In fact, maybe I can, but as you can see, these are the Sugar Rush Peach. I'm really looking for, is that, no, those are jalapenos. The Sugar Rush Peach is over there. But I mean, look at, compared to, some of these are doing phenomenally well. Some of these, just germinated. But those have all been going for weeks now. And you really get a jump start by doing your seed starting hydroponically like this. So that's what I want to talk about. I got this. This is so you can see what the seed starting tray for the bigger models looks like. This holds 50. This is for the Aerogarden Extra, which I have the light turned off on here right now because there's nothing growing in it at the moment. But you can do 50 in this. It'll also fit the Ultra model and the Bounty model, I believe. So I'll try to find a link for this on Amazon. But also check out Aerogarden.com because they often have like sales and stuff going on. And I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but I just definitely think that their product has really helped me be able to start my own seeds, because I didn't have a lot of success in the past with, you know, buying the 6-packs with the, you know, filling them with the dirt and then getting the moisture content right. This just, you don't have to figure it out. This just does it for you. So let's get some seeds going. Okay, so I've got a bunch of seed packs there. I don't know if I'm going to plant all of these, but we'll see. So the first thing I would do, though, is the seed starting system comes with these instructions, and inside you get an image of, you know, the layout of all the different systems for the different gardens. So what I do is I just pick the one. So here's the one we're using. This is for the, you know, extra, ultra, and bounty models, and I just blow it up and you know, print it out. So I have, you know, a big one on a, you know, regular sheet of paper for the sprout model, and this one is for the harvest model, and this one is for the bounty model, or the extra, which is what I use. So I just decide what I'm going to plant and where, and I just write it in there. So this is a Pippin's Golden Honey Pepper that I just picked up at Adams Fairacre Farms in Kingston. If you're local, definitely check them out. They got a lot of seeds there. Their garden department is awesome. But these are from the Hudson Valley Seed Company. So again, if you're local, you know, this will support a local company if you buy their seeds. And this one says small to medium sweet peppers ripen from purple to honey to orange, 24 inches tall. Just sounds like a good sweet pepper. I like sweet peppers in my salad. So I'm just probably gonna start 5 of those. So I'm just gonna write right here. And I'll just keep on going down the line. And I'm just going to write whatever I'm going to plant. I'm going to, you know, write it and then I'm going to go through and use this as a map when I actually plant. So I don't think I'm going to make you guys watch all of this, but, you know, you get the idea. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I got my layout all set up, and now it's time to start putting them into the tray. Alright, so as you can see right here we have the seed starting tray, and I still have my map here, and seeds are over here. So what we need to do is it's very easy. You just put the seed into a grow sponge. So this is the Aerogarden grow sponge, and I don't know if you can see this, but if it's going to focus, right on the top there's a little hole, and let me see if I can. And there's this little hole there. So you just, you know, put the seed, poke it down in there. This is a knockoff grow sponge that was like, it's too good a deal to pass up on Amazon a few months ago, and if they're still available, I'll put the link, because there was like 100 of them for, I don't know, $15 or $20. I forget exactly how much, but it was really cheap. But they don't have the hole, so I just take this screwdriver and just poke a hole and just pull it apart and stick the seeds in. So these are the ones I'm going to be using, because this is what I have a lot of, and I don't have a lot of the Aerogarden sponges. But it comes in a bag like this. This was like 100 sponges, and it also came with some plant food. You see if here's the bottle that it came with. I haven't used these, so I don't know if they're any good, but it comes with that, so you know, it's a little extra value to the package. I still use the Aerogarden plant food, because every time I buy anything Aerogarden related, I get these, and I never seem to run out of them. So basically all we're gonna do is open up a package of seeds and try not to rip this one. Really like the Hudson Valley Seed Company also because they commission local artists to design all their seed packs. So every package is different. It's really cool. And then, you know, inside you get the okay. So you just take, I usually do 2 seeds in each sponge. Every once in a while I'll accidentally throw 3 in there. So 2 seeds, take the sponge, and just stick it in there. And sometimes they're just, and then just goes right into the hole. So I'm just gonna do this 49 more times and speed this up so you don't have to sit through it, and I'll be back with you when I'm done. Okay, so we're almost done here. We got just one more step, but before I show you how to set up the nutrient solution in there, I just want to point out that this really isn't about buying an Aerogarden and using the Aerogarden. This is about the method that having this tray in your Aerogarden lets you do. If you don't have the money to spend on one of these, I mean, this unit cost me, I think it was $169. I don't know what they're going for now, if this model is even still available. I know the Bounty, which is the same size, is over $200. And then you got to buy the tray too, which is probably another $20. Or you can go to Lowe's and buy a 5-gallon storage tote, which is what Peter Stanley did. And he made a video about a week ago, I think it was, when I saw it, where he builds a system very similar to this for, you know, a few dollars. Basically, he bought that tote on sale. I think I got it for $6. I think he said he paid under $4. And then, you know, he uses 1-inch net cups with the Aerogarden sponges. You could use a 2-inch net cup and, you know, Root Riot plugs, or Rapid Rooter plugs, or Viagrow plugs, or Rockwool. But these Root Riot, they fit great in a 2-inch net cup. You know, and you could, you know, if you want to block more light out, you could just, you know, use these expanded clay pellets. So this is a method that works really well, and that's what I'm trying to advocate here. Not that you should go out and spend a lot of money on one of these, unless you want to. I mean, this is great. You know, it can grow all year round, you know, indoors with this. But, you know, you could grow all year round indoors in one of these too. So I wanted to point that out before I finish up here. All right, so here is the Aerogarden. Got nothing in there right now. So this is not something that you would want to do if you're planting cold season vegetables like, you know, lettuce or things like that. But since I'm planting a few peppers and some tomatoes and eggplants that like heat, I am putting this aquarium heater in here. This is, I got this at, I don't remember, PetSmart, Petco, some pet store locally. And what this is going to do is help things germinate a lot faster. I started doing this year, and I got ridiculously fast germination on my first round of peppers. So I don't plug this until there's water in there, obviously. And that's the next ingredient here. Now I'm on a well, So if you're on city water, it's probably fine to just use that, but I'm on a well, so I have to use distilled water. Just like 89 cents at Walmart, Price Chopper, you know, wherever your finest distilled water is sold. So let's just dump this in here. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little thing in there that says fill to here. So you just fill it up until the water comes up to there. And I find that this particular model takes about a gallon. Now I'm going to take my there we go, the plant food, shake it up. This gets 1 cap full. If we were growing a normal garden, it would get 2 because we'd be growing to maturity. This, we just want just enough to give them something to start out with. That goes in there. That goes in there. And now we just wait for them to germinate. All right, so that was pretty easy, right? If you'd like to do this, again, if you don't have the money for one of these are about $169. The Aerogarden sprouts are, I think they're under $100. So, you know, you could get, 15 plants going pretty easily in one of those. I'll put some links down below. I'm going to include the link to Peter Stanley's video. You should definitely check that out. My next video is probably going to be one on how to build your own hydroponic herb garden that will work much like the Aerogarden sprout, which just, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it from this far away, just a lot of air bubbles going up there. These have an actual recirculating pump, but this does just as good a job. So I'm going to show you how to build a system like this for just a few dollars in my next video. But until then, this has been Josh with Josh's Punk Rock Garden, and I'll see you next time.